Ricky Walden. All the way on now to frame 6, and let me tell you that it has been a remarkably one-sided match so far. No huge breaks, although Ricky Walden did have a 69 in frame 3, but he has won all 5 frames. There's confirmation, bottom centre of your screen. A great start for the man from North Wales, Ricky Walden, leading the Essex man now by 5 frames to 0.
Well, it's pretty obvious that that first frame simply affected Stuart slightly, you know, and he hasn't really got it together since then. And there's been a couple of chances for him to win the odd frame, but Ricky has really pushed on here. Wow, Stuart's got to try and steady the ship here somehow.
Yes, first to 10, remember, taking the title. And the money, £75,000.
Well, there's still 4 frames available, still 4 left in this first session. But I would suggest that if he comes out of this 6-3, he would have had a result.
Right now, he just wants to get 1 frame on the board, just to get his name on the board. Otherwise, it will be doing his head in. All credit to Ricky Walden.
Oh, you're having a go at this red on the right-hand side. Black is available. It's fairly straight, though. Always come across it. Well, Stuart can cut this red into the corner here. This is an early chance for him. I just wonder whether he can get a cannon into that red and possibly stay on the black. If not, go down for the blue. Well played.
1.
Yes, the cannon helping him. And there's a few on here, Mike. Look, the red's already spread very early on.
Well, he needs them to be like this, and 5-0 behind. He needs an easy chance, really, to 1, to get some rhythm, and 2, to get some confidence back, because obviously it's been knocked slightly in the last 4 frames. I mean, from that first opening frame we saw that he should have won. And it's all gone away from him slightly, so he really needs to dig in here in this first session.
9.
We often say that, okay, it's 2 sessions for the final, best of 19, but you can't win the match in the first session, but there's a possibility that you can certainly lose it. But this is a great chance.
16.
He's just got to remember that how well he's been playing this week to get here.
7.
Just keep the positive thoughts and not the negative ones.
Trouble is, Mike, it's easy for us to say things like that in the commentary box, isn't it? But when you're down there in the arena, the audience is watching you, the people at home on the television watching you.
Oh, yeah. Pressure's on.
Very much.
But that's what it's all about, this game, is sitting out 1 or 2 frames, even 5 frames, and suddenly getting that half chance and then clicking into gear and coming back.
24.
It's not easy. And it's not as if you can put the return back over the court, over the net, I should say.
25.
You've got to wait for your opponent to miss, and sometimes they don't. Let's not forget the wonderful clearance he made in the final frame against Mark Davis in the semi-final. You know, he led 4-0.
Yeah, that was a cracking match all the way through.
Mark came back to 5-4, lead 5-4, levelled, and then he made a 1-3-4 in the final frame. That was great stuff. He's got to remember things like that.
32.
Yeah, that was a great 1-3-4 under pressure. Both players under great pressure they were in that semi-final. Oh, 5 reds, 5 blacks.
41.
Well, this £2,000 high break prize, of which we look at Ricky in the chairs, which Stuart's holding at the moment with a 143. But as we have this rolling system for the maximum, it starts again in earnest this year. It's £5,000 actually, and nobody makes one, and it rolls into 10,000, then 15.
49.
But so there's a £5,000 bonus this week for a maximum. But he's sitting at the top there with that 143, which we thought would be a good target actually all week.
Well, it's his target to beat, and well, he's still on blacks
56.
here, Mike.
Yeah, the priority, of course, is to win the frame, and then suddenly, if it presents itself, then so be it. But at the moment, he's desperate to get frames on the board. Well played. Well, if he gets another couple of blacks, he might be thinking about it. Just those two reds that together they're slightly awkward, and of course then the one nearest the pink. There's still a little bit of work to be done here, but again, like I said, it's making sure that he can put himself in a win position in this frame before he thinks about that. And he's dropped that a little bit short. To be a touch higher on this red here. Well, will he go back for the blue, or will he have to go through reds here to get onto the black?
Well, two more reds and the frame will be secure.
Big decision. Well, we know what he's thinking is, don't we?
Well.
He could have easily gone back for the blue there. That's a great shot.
Interesting that he played that particular way when the frame was not yet secure, still not secure. But in goes another black, Mike.
Yes,
Well, and this is now frame ball.
And he's nudged that red away from the pink as well. This is interesting. Make sure of the red.
Thanks.
Well, the black really secures the frame, and then he can start thinking about the maximum. This has been very good so far. Just make sure of this to really make sure that Ricky stays in his chair. Well played. Well, now then he'll be thinking about maximum. But again, a little bit of work to be done.
He's had two in his career, Stuart Bingham. The first one was way back in 1999.
81.
That was on the UK tour, and then he had another one in the Masters qualifying in 2005.
You'll play a little nudge on these two near the pink spot, I think, but wouldn't it be great if we had one in the opening ranking event, actually? Oh, well played.
Now, that's a great shot to develop those two. OK, he's pushed that red a little bit down the table, but that's OK.
This is a great chance now.
Well,
89.
the frame won. He's got his first frame on the board. Now it's all about reds and blacks.
It's all about that £5,000 bonus as well, and a little bit more history in the record books.
He's had 4 centuries here, all so far this week, including that 143, which you reminded us about, Mike.
Well, let's not forget, it'll be back-to-back tournaments, won't it? Because Hendry made one in the Stephen Hendry made one in the World Championship. This is the first ranking event of the new season. So we used to think at times when there's one going to come, and now we're disappointed if they don't make one.
Yes, there've been more than one occasion when we've had 2 maximums in the same tournament. Remember that World Championship a few years ago with Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think they've got a mini Bentley each, don't they? I think Ronnie said that's a new Bentley for me, and Ali made one the next day, so he's getting a smaller one now.
Oh, that red just flicks the knuckle, but it's still there. One more red to get rid of before he concentrates on the colours.
Well, this is a great reply here. He needed to do something, but what a way to do it if he got the maximum.
Trouble is, Mike, sorry to dampen the proceedings, but it only wins you 1 frame. And,
yeah, well,
you know, he'll still be 5-1 behind.
Well, but at least he's got his first frame on the board, and it's bound to give him a lift.
There's the last red.
This is superb.
Now then, what angle has he got here to get down to yellow? Just about enough, I think, yeah. Bit of left-hand side on the cue ball to help it on its way. Oh, this is like the Cliff Thorburn yellow at the Crucible all those years ago. He's got it. He's got it. Nerveless. Well, only his nerves, if there are still any there, are going to stop him from making a 1-4-7 here. He's been there before, twice. Oh, he's just overhit that a little.
Well, 3 balls here to guarantee him. So I won't guarantee because it could be another one, but there'll be a £7,000 bonus on top of whatever he picks up today, whether it be the runners-up check or the winners check. Well, we said we needed a response from him. What a great effort this is by Stuart Bingham.
Terrific stuff, Mike. Surely he's not going to miss this. He hasn't done. 147, the 3rd maximum of Stuart Bingham's career. It only wins him to 1 frame, but a bit of drama here at the Wuji Sports Centre. But for the record, Ricky Walden still leads here 5 frames to 1.